What's up, you guys? We are back with another video. I said, hey, I missed the morning show, so I'm going to give you two shows today. So we're back with a second episode of the Wiley Show. And let me tell you, the previous episode was on, like, it was lit. I have received so many phone calls, so many people. When the show ended, my phone was just ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. And people had a lot to say about Brother Polight. The emotions was very high. But let me tell you, I stand on what I said because we cannot, man, I don't know, we're going to turn into this a part two. But let me say this before we get into our topics. We cannot try to throw away Brother Polight and we defend Kenneth Petty. To me, that don't make sense because Kenneth Petty was convicted of the R word and he did not want to register on the SO registry list in California. So in one turn, we want to defend and say, throw away the key with Brother Polight. He's guilty. But then on the other hand, well, Kenneth Petty was 16. He didn't have a good attorney. That does not make any sense. If we're going to call out Brother Polight, we must also continue to call out Kenneth Petty. It's about due process, is what I said. And if you believe that Kenneth Petty is innocent, don't come on this show and be in your feelings when I say due process, right? I'm not saying that the man is innocent. I'm not saying that he's guilty. What I said was we must honor and the process of our justice system. Okay, so that was previous episode that we did, and if you missed that episode, make sure you go and check it out because it was a good show. One of my best shows, by the way, because it triggered a lot of people. All right, let's go. We got a show today. Okay, I'm just saying, and so if you is convicted of the R word and you have to register on the SO registry list, okay, that's a part of the process. You cannot say, well, I'm moving somewhere, so I'm not going to register. You can't do it. So let's first get started with our first topic today. Let's talk about BlovesLife. If you do not know who BlovesLife, she is a commentator that does the mukbangs, and she's about millions of followers, thousands of people view her. She got her own sauce, etc. But her son was battling the Rona, and he was in the hospital for about a week or two, and so now he's back. So I decided to go to his YouTube channel and watch some of his videos, and I couldn't do it. Let me tell you why I couldn't do it. Let me tell you why. I clicked on that, and it was the heavy breathing for me. It's like he could. It was like you could hear him struggling to breathe. Like it was the heavy breathing, right? As though it was a signal that he need his oxygen. And this is the thing, you have to take it easy. When you're battling the Rona, you can't say, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and do videos in it. Get your oxygen tank, make sure it's plugged up, and make sure you're getting oxygen, because what you're doing, you're making your lungs work overtime. Your lungs need to heal. So before you sup down all that grease and sauce, you must first heal them lungs first. Fruits, vegetables, things that won't make your lungs get in any more trouble. Because the way how he was breathing, I felt sad. I said, oh my gosh, he was breathing. It was you heard the heavy breathing. And I said, that's because he's not allowing his lungs to heal. He's probably saying, I'm going to just push through this. But when you're pushing through this, make sure you're hooked up to the oxygen tank, because oxygen is nothing to play around with. When your oxygen level is dropping, when your lungs are struggling and grasping for breath, that's not good. So you want to make sure that you are in a clear with this. And then one thing that I've learned through my research with the Rona, that you got that long aftermath of that virus, that it does something to your lungs. Some people can't even walk to their car and do exercise. Well, one particular person was really good in exercising but can't do it anymore, and he got the virus and he couldn't. He's not the same like that. So you got to be very, very careful. So when I saw the video, I immediately said, oh my gosh, he's rushing to come back. YouTube going to be here, right? You want to make sure that you're healthy, that you can make sure your breathing is okay. And if you have to have oxygen, make sure you have your oxygen. Because I saw and I witnessed that he was like really struggling for breath. I went and I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like he got to take it easy. That virus is nothing to play with. You can't play around with that because it affects your lungs and all type of things in your body. You want to make sure that you take it easy. Don't try to rush back into the bad eating habits and try to rush back into doing that. You got to take it very easy. So I can tell that it's a battle for him because I went to his other previous videos and everything was good with the breathing, everything was good. But when he came out and you heard those videos, like I want to tell you, it's something. I heard all of the clips that he came out and he did the video, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's really, really struggling to breathe. All right. So okay, so I'm definitely praying for him and also praying for B Love's life because being a mother, you got to be there, and you also have to be careful even visiting someone that is not, that tested, positive for the Rona. You got to make sure that they're in the clear because you don't want to catch that and end up in the hospital yourself. So definitely praying. That was something I was watching. I definitely want to bring up. In other news, let's talk about OnlyFans. OnlyFans had announced that they are going to ban explicit videos, that they're trying to expand their business. They're trying to go into another area and get more advertising dollars because of the the content, explicit content. A lot of advertisers don't want to advertise on OnlyFans. So OnlyFans announced in October that they're going to stop having people go on there and posting explicit content. Now, when I went on the neighborhood talk, give me 1 second. When I went on the neighborhood talk and they posted this. Now they did post it that they're going to ban. So this is what they wrote. OnlyFans said that they're not removing it. Now this was a report. Someone must have contacted OnlyFans, and they responded this: "Hello there. Thanks for reaching out. We can assure you that OnlyFans is not removing adult content. Okay. Additionally, we will make an official announcement via OnlyFans official channels if there are any changes in the current terms." So that's what someone just screenshotted that and posted that on the neighborhood talk. And then so we don't know, is it going to remove it or not? I know this is going to be bad. Let me tell you, OnlyFans leadership, if you ban that explicit content, you will lose your customers. You will lose viewers, right? I remember on Tumblr, and I used to love Tumblr. Tumblr was like the OnlyFans before OnlyFans. And so Tumblr announced, hey, you cannot post explicit pictures and videos and stuff like, because I was even posting explicit videos and pictures, all type of stuff I was doing. They decided that they're not going to allow it anymore. And what happened to Tumblr? Tumblr went under. It went out of business. As soon as they made that decision, nobody saw use of using Tumblr. And that's going to be the same thing that's going to happen to OnlyFans. People are going to stop going on there because if you can't watch your favorite creator videos, you're going to stop. You're literally going to stop going over there. Because if those videos and pictures and stuff does not work, it's not going to work. So if the content creators, if they are smart on OnlyFans, they will create, just like Madison did, your own website, and where people will just pay you directly on your own website, and you get all of the coins. You ain't got to split it with a middleman. You continue to accumulate money. That's what you should do, because to this day, Maddie still have people on her site that she still get paid for those videos, even though those videos are old, but it's still a check that she still received. So if a lot of people, if they were smart OnlyFans, they will come together and create their own outlets so people can go and subscribe and continue to get the uncensored and explicit material. This is going to be bad for OnlyFans. I can tell you right now. And then also, you have other sites out there that's going to definitely make some comments or commentary that can get some customers. I can see a lot of people going over, and I will not be shocked if they go over to Pornhub and upload their videos. I won't be shocked. I won't be surprised if I see a lot of my favorite content creators that's over there. And I had subscribed to a couple of people, but the reason why I stopped is because a lot of those people on OnlyFans were getting greedy. They will charge you a monthly amount, and they won't put anything on there, and then you have to pay another amount to get to some videos. And I'm like, no, you try to double dip, and some even try to triple dip. I said, only no, 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 no. So a lot of people that I was subscribed to over there, I stopped because they wasn't posting nothing. And then in order to get a private message, you have to pay again to get like a private video. And I'm like, this is too much. And some haven't even posted it, I guess, about 9 or 12 months ago. And I'm like, I ain't gonna keep paying for something like that. Okay, I see in the chat they said just for fans. Yeah. So I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this. They don't agree about it. I know some people in here probably have their own OnlyFans, gonna feel some type of way. What about those people that made all that money? What else do they have to fall back on? And this is why I went back to school and to get my degree, because I'm like, let me have something else to fall back on, because any company, including YouTube, can make an announcement and say, hey, we're going to go in a whole different direction. And I don't want to put all of my eggs in one basket. I want to have something else, come on, Shondo, to fall back on, because they can make an announcement in any day, whatever direction they want to go, they can make it. And you don't want to be in a position where you put all your eggs in one basket and you don't have nothing else to fall back on. So that's why I'm going back, get my bachelor's of criminal justice, so I can have something, a career, to something I can get a good paying job for, instead of just putting it all in just one basket. Okay. I'm just keeping that 100% real. You put all that energy in that, and then if it's gone, then you got to start out from scratch. So that's why it's so important to get something else to fall back on. And that's what I gotta say about that. How many of y'all upset? How many of y'all upset? Press 1 if y'all upset about that, about OnlyFans. Press 2, you not upset. I want to see where y'all headspace at. Press 1 if you upset about it. Press 1 if you upset about OnlyFans removing explicit content. Press 2, you not upset. I want to see where the people where they at. Hold up 1 second. Press 1, you upset. 2, you not upset. Okay. All right. We got wow, nobody upset. Wait a minute. Ain't nobody upset? It says on the thing. Okay. All right. Okay. We don't have now one person press 1. Oh, wow. All right. They said, nope, never been on it. Okay. All right. I mean, y'all is in here saying no and no the fact. Well, I do feel for the people that make 6 figures, and I hope that they put some money away. I'm just saying, for those people that were accumulating so much money on OnlyFans, I hope they went and put some of that money in some good investments and put some money away. Don't be spending it all, because some of them make good money on there. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if OnlyFans does that, look how they turn their back on the people that built OnlyFans. If it wasn't for the workers that post the explicit content, it wouldn't be nobody would be checking for OnlyFans. That's the question. Nobody would be checking for that site if people did not post those explicit content. That would make them become a powerhouse website, because of people like Rico Pewitt, so many people that I could just name that are on the site made it poppin'. And there's so many people on there. It was a pastor, I think Pastor Anderson. He's on there. He got some videos on there. So that's what I have to say about that. Moving on. Now we're going to talk about Flyann. Okay. Flyann, it got a new man. Now, Flyann was the woman that was married to Simon, and she came and did an interview with Up and Adam, and she was just crying and, oh my gosh, be able to see the kids anymore. And da da da, he did this to me, and he was talking to Portia before this, and all this, da da da, really crying. And we were giving Flyann her some sympathy points. And then to find out, now she's came out and she's doing a YouTube channel, and she done announced the guy that Simon said she was cheating on him with was Jalen. So they do a video. It looks really strange, look very staged for a click of view, like she's really trying to be the new Latoya forever. So I'm watching the video. It looked very, very staged. And I'm like, but did you really open up your legs and get pregnant just to start a YouTube channel? Is that what we doing now? Taking it raw, getting it to seed deposit, have a baby so we can start a family channel? How did the world that she moved on that fast? And that is let you know, or should let you know, that she was dealing with this young man when she was married to Simon. That she was with him while they were married and she was screwing him. Because you're not going to just move on that quick unless you had some quickies with that man. Now, he even was with them when they went to Africa. He was there. He's supposed to be her friend. Now, many people are saying this about Jalen, that they saying the man is gay. They saying that he goes both ways. That's what I'm hearing in the chat. So when I saw him, he don't have a personality. He's boring. He's dry. Because when I went over there, I'm like, he ain't really got no personality. This man is dry than some drywall. And she over there, well, I am pregnant. And then someone said, well, how many months are you? 9 months pregnant? Well, I'm about, did she say 3 or 4 months pregnant? That's quick and fast. That's really, really fast. So you was in there screwing, ain't use a condom the first with a man that wasn't your husband. And then you did all that talk as though like Simon was so evil. But Simon exposed her of being a cheater. Okay? Really sad. I'll read y'all comments in here. Okay, press one. I'm just this like come on now. Get it together. You are literally going out of your way to get pregnant for a YouTube channel so you can be like Latoya and sell waist trainers or waist stretch race waist was it race waist stretchers or whatever they call that. You are really doing that? I just want to know. You are really going out your way to say, put it in me. Talking about the peen, the seed, and all that. Get it, babe. Get a YouTube channel. I don't think this right, and I don't think this relationship going to last. I give it a couple of months before some mess come out, before some tea come out that they break up or he cheated on her, and it's all going to be a mess, and she's going to be fighting in child support court for full custody of the baby. And I'm just like, it's crazy. And she got all the other children. And she's just so quick to allow her new man in that house with her children. Like women have to finally get some dignity about themselves and take it easy. You just got out of a relationship, out of a marriage. Let's heal first. Can we heal first? Can we get to the point where let's get to a healing place before we get to the point of we're trying to drag this situation? Let's get to a place of healing. That's what I have to say. You just got out of a relationship. I won't just be trying to run with a younger guy and trying to build up a platform. Let's first take it easy. Okay. And give it a break so your children don't be bombarded with somebody new. Okay. I'm just and I say it humbly. I say it humbly. I'm just keeping it real. So I know some people in here is fans of hers, and y'all tell her that Wiley said, take it easy. Don't we just rushing it. Let get to the place of peace first. Make sure you understand what you're doing while you're trying to rush through this situation. Okay. Now let's go to Fallon. Okay, we talked about that. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is apparently she took a picture and she wasn't showing her wedding ring. And I just find this quite interesting because Nicki is a celebrity. She is one of the top leading voices in hip hop. And she know exactly what she's doing. She's very, very strategic on what she posts on her Instagram. She know everybody's going to be watching her from the head all the way down to her toes. So when I saw the picture, I'm like, she ain't showing her ring. What's going on? Any other time she have a ring, showing a ring. The last time she went live on Instagram, she actually had a ring on her finger. So why are you not showing your ring now? And see, this is the thing. I personally believe that she feels the fire and the backlash of her being involved with Kenneth Petty. Then I also have to say this too, and I don't see anybody making this comment that she not even no, I haven't even seen a wedding certificate of her, a marriage certificate of her and Kenneth Petty. Have anybody in the chat, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, seen any wedding or a marriage certificate? Have anybody seen a marriage certificate of Kenneth Petty and Nicki Minaj? I'm just saying, have anybody seen that? Is they really married? And if it's not, it's really bad because people, it's just been trashing her about her decision of marriage. I'm like, is this woman is even married? Because I did not see a certificate, not even on TMZ. I'm just saying, is that weird? You could go into the courthouse. Where did they get married? Was it in LA? Was it in the state of California? Which county? Because I haven't seen that. I know you can go and look at Cardi B certificate. So I haven't seen it. When did they get married? Though just or baby, yeah. I was like, when did they get married? Or is she just claiming him to be a husband and she's not legally married to the person? I'm just saying. I see you said it's public record. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just want to get that. Is we really is I'm just saying, I'm just giving my whole point of view about this. Nobody even came out and said anything about a marriage certificate. Let's be clear on that. So they probably not even married, but it's damaging to Nicki Minaj. And I said in my previous video, the downfall of Nicki will be Kenneth Petty. She will go down in history as being a good rapper, a good artist, but she married a convicted R word that tried to skip being on the SO registry list. Okay, that's exactly what happened. Or that's exactly how she's going to go down in history. Now she's gonna have to dump him and get her a good man, probably somebody boring, maybe a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, or a garbage man, or engineer, you know what I'm saying, or another artist, right? That do not have all that unnecessary baggage. She should have never, ever, ever, ever had a child by this man. Because even when the child get of age, he's going to be confronted with what his father was accused of and convicted of. So he got to explain that. And I doggone do not want to be with a person that we cannot go out to a school to pick up the kids. He can't be around and can't go to a public a library or a park with children. I want to be with a person like that. Not me, in my humble opinion. I want to be with nobody. Uh, he everywhere we go, we move. My address got to be on the list. Like, come on. Like, is this a fake marriage? Now, the last person that had a fake marriage and it destroyed her career was my girl Brandy. She was pregnant, and instead of them saying, "Hey, she just had she just had a out of wedlock baby," they decided to say, "Hey, just say you married." And once the information came out on the Wendy Williams radio show, she immediately lost a lot of support that she was known as a liar. They came out, and that was one of the things that kind of destroyed Brandy's career, lying about the marriage and then also the accident. Those big two things bumped her down from being the queen of R&B. And so now we look at Nicki, we're not talking about boom, 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 bass. We ain't talking about the night is still young. We're not talking about any of the other records that she cut. We ain't talking about none of that. We talking about the man that she married didn't register. And so now we're gonna get into Kenneth Petty. Yes, we gotta get into Kenneth Petty. Kenneth. Oh no. Before we get into Kenneth Petty, we definitely got to get into some Lizzo. Let's get into Lizzo right quick. So Lizzo decided to cry and everything. Oh, she was crying. Y'all coming at me, it's fat phobic. Y'all coming at me like this and all this. Y'all post all this stuff. And goddamn rumors and all that. She was singing her song. Okay. Uh People wasn't really buying the record. It wasn't really making no noise like that. And so, Lizzo decided to eat a cake, a very big cake, and decided to get up on her platform. And then she decided to cry and said, "Why are y'all coming at her with these type of commentary?" And like I said on All About the Tea, you're either going to be big and proud or big and sad, but you can't be both. You got to be one or the other. And like I said on All About the Tea, which was I think last night, we went out day before yesterday. I said she have the resources to lose the weight. I feel sorry for those that are obese that don't have the proper play, that lives in food deserts and all they have is toxic food. They can't afford a trainer, etc. They don't know how to lose it. But for Lizzo, she have the resources to lose it if she want to lose it. She can go under the knife, hey my Shanta, and lose it, come out looking like Jennifer Hudson, or she come out looking like Odell. She got the resource, or she come out looking like Jason Lee. Because Jason is sit there and cry about his weight. That man went under the knife, and all you see is head, shoulders, and bones. So don't tell me that Lizzo can't make that same decision. But she's doing this to promote a record. Now I can get it if she was just crying on any other day. She come out a couple of years later. She's trying to make this song go number one. So that's the best way to do it. I'm going to go to Good Morning America. I'm going to sit on down with those folks. I'm going to cry, and they're going to make sure that they promote Rumors. Well, Lizzo, you all remember Lizzo back when she won a Grammy, and now she's back with her new song, Rumors. But some of the people have a little backlash, and now Lizzo is saying that it's fat phobia, and now all of this is just to promote her record. It's very smart, by the way, because you're using the weight to get a number one. You're using the jelly rolls to get a number one. You're using the no neck, chin, and chest and cheeks to get a number one. That's how she's trying to do here. Because that song Rumors, it's all right, but it's not Grammy worthy. It's damn sure not worthy to be in the top 10. And if it do get in the top 10, then it actually worked for them tears. It actually worked for her to cry. It didn't really work for Cardi B because the reason why it didn't work for Cardi B is on too many people's songs. So everybody know that style. They know what she's talking about. She's being used too much. She need to cut down on them features because it's not hitting like that. She's on too many people's songs. Give it a little break. It's too many back-to-back songs for her. But if Lizzo get this record and it goes to number 10 or somewhere in the top 20, I want to say in the top 10, then it worked. The best thing you could do as a woman and you plus size is cry. You will get an Academy Award, especially if you cry. You eating while you cry. Y'all did this to me. Y'all did this, and you ain't gonna stop me drinking your Sprite and you eat. So that'll just really, really make you get some sympathy. And then people are gonna say, "Oh, I feel so sorry for her. That black woman going through that. She's big and black. Oh, here we go." And women, they're gonna support it, especially black women, especially the plus size community. They're gonna come out and they're gonna support her. So just like somebody, if they talk about my eye, I'm not gonna get on here and say you eye phobic. You just have to do it. My eye is crossed. It is what it is. I can get it fixed. So if somebody said, that for it, and this is all the she's talking about rumors, she's talking about what people said about her, just to promote the song. Look at the lyrics, Rumors. That's the record. And I played the record on our show, in which we are in the top 40. Okay. I want to say that it's been a top 40. I think we're in the top 40 on Station Head. So we played her record. And many people was like, man, I ain't feeling that record. She's doing it for sympathy. And what she shouldn't have done, she shouldn't have took no break. When you release another hot record, don't be coming at 2, maybe 3 years later and think you're gonna dominate. and make sure the song makes sense, and make sure that you get with another artist that we get another perspective versus a Cardi B. Let's see you get on a record of Erica Banks or is it who was the other girl that I like that I don't too much care for, or Doja Cat, somebody else, or Sweetie. You know what I mean? Give somebody else a chance, or Asia Doll, Cash Doll, or Dream Doll to make the song pop. We know the sound of Cardi. If Lizzo, what I want to tell her, put down the burger, put down the Polish sausage, put down the hot dog, stop eating whole cakes that are for about other people to eat and not eating by yourself, making it to a one serving. So, put that down, get a trainer, and go get some content. Go live like Monique. Hello, my babies. I am out here walking. I'm out here dancing, sweat the pound down. You could do all of that. You don't have to sit here and do all of that crying. Like, come on. And you can encourage people to be healthy. And if you want to be big, big like Big Mama, then be big, big, big like Big Mama and proud. Stand by that. But if you know that you really want to be skinty, then say that and get to work so you can be that. If you really want to be that, a slim person, then work towards that. But don't act as though that you're happy of being big, but in deep down in your soul, you're not happy. Because when she tried, I believe back when she was at Mexico or something, she tried to lose the weight or get on a diet. People talked about it. But what you have to understand, my mother told me this when she came on my show. She said, Wiley, you got to learn how to get out of people. Meaning, you got to learn how to stop allowing people, their opinions, their fear to wear you down and to make you cry. You got to learn how to look past that and move forward with your life. If you like to eat collard greens, sup it down with hot sauce and chicken bones and chicken legs and walnut, if you like to eat all that stuff, then be happy in doing it. But if you can't take a comment or two, then don't do it. Don't post it on social media. Get your publishers, get your team to post you on your social media where you don't have to watch it. You at a place right now that you can decide what's going to come into your space, your mental space. You could do that on your own. Because like I said, you could write a check, get a surgeon, and you could be looking like Adele. Or you could be looking like the Jason Lee. I gave you that. So I'm not with her with this whole thing that I'm big and I'm a black woman. I'm not with all that. It's just sympathy for her record to grow. She want you all to buy that song. She want that song to be number one. It is what it is. Right? If you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, get out of the kitchen and hit the gym. Is that part? Burn, baby. You could hit the gym. There you go. Lift weights, get you a trainer, and you could be great. But I think when she came into this industry, she used that whole I am a big fat woman. Support me. She came into the industry like that. But you didn't want to be proud. You want to be slim. Let's be clear. That's what you want to do. Would I continue to listen to her music? I don't know. I'm gonna be 100% real on you on that. Give me a sec. Would I continue? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep. When I continue to listen to her music, I don't know. But I was being nosy because it was talked about so much, and that's why it may go in the top 10, just because her name is trending and trending and trending. That's it'll go on again. Okay. We will open up the phone lines and allow you all to call in to speak on that. And I'm just gonna let you be real. All right. We're going to our last topic. Kenneth Petty. He's in the news. Kenneth Petty is in the news because he is going to sue New York. So let's read that article real quick. What did I do with it? I had it right here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. How we doing, moderators, with the thumbs up? If people thumbing up the video, let me know in the comments. If they make sure y'all click that thumbs up and we open up these phone lines. All right. We're gonna begin into Kenneth Petty. All right. Okay, it's coming along. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about it. TMZ posted this on TMZ.com. So this is what I'm reading for Kenneth Petty. Okay. New York, I'm sorry. Nicki Minaj's husband was named off the SO registry, claims he never got to challenge it. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, says having his name on the New York SO registry has caused him a lot of problems. And the worst part is he never got his day in court to challenge it, according to new legal documents. Petty suing the state of New York and the Criminal Justice Services Division to have his name removed from all the registry because he claimed he never got a notice of the hearing about it back in October 2004 while he was incarcerated. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, the hearing offered an opportunity to challenge the risk level assigned to him. He was characterized as a level 2 SOSO at the time, but problem is Petty claims he never actually got notice of it. Petty claims the notice of the hearing was sent to an address where he didn't live because he was in prison at the time, and alleged that the Kenneth Petty signature on the bottom is a forgery. Petty claims whoever did it also answered that he could not be attending the hearing. So, according to the new suit, Petty claims he never got his constitutional right to due process, to challenge the risk level assigned to him. Because of this, Petty claims he suffered humiliation and financial loss, as well as being arrested last year for failing to register as a SO. And he now wants his name removed from the New York SO list. Okay. So he's trying to challenge it. Now, in the state of California, in which I want to give a shout out, because I was watching this on our Mom's Wiggins show, right? I want to give a shout out to where I got this information. On his show, he posted something I want to reiterate, that in the state of California, that you can challenge your plea, whatever that you plead with, if you plead guilty or not guilty. If you want to, you can change your mind in the state of California if you plan to do that. But I don't know if this is going to fit Kenneth Petty, because Kenneth Petty pleaded something back in New York. So that's something we're a New York case. So I don't necessarily believe that that's going to help him in California, because he pleaded guilty in the state of New York. And I believe the man is guilty, right? So, but what he's trying to do is to get off the list. I don't believe that it was a forgery and all of this thing that happened. I think he's trying to do everything in his power to get off that list, because if he's on that list, he's going to it's pretty much can't drop his baby off at school. He can't do all that, but he should have thought about that before he forcibly R-word that woman. Should have thought about it, right? That's something they should have thought about, and that's something that he should use. Nicki Minaj should use her resources, and maybe Kenneth Petty, use the resources, get the laws changed. Should it be if you're 16 and you forcibly R-word a woman, and should you be on a list for the rest of your life? Right? Should you be on the list for the rest of your life? Should it be a limited amount where you can get all? Because being on the list, certain areas you can't live. You can't be on school property, so you can't drop your child off. In some cases, you can't even be around your own biological children. I heard in some cases, but he's a level 2, so I don't know what's the level 1 is. Okay. So what the lawsuit is about, he's trying to challenge the New York and say, hey, I was not notified about this, about me being on the SO registry list. I don't want my name removed. Will this happen? I don't think not. Okay. Well, it's going to be a process for him. He got to go through this process. He have a right to challenge this, But would I see this actually happen for Mr. Petty? No. It would shock me if he do that because what that will create precedent for a lot of people that's on the list to challenge it. So, do I think he's going to going to be successful? And this is just my humble opinion. Nah, I think he's going to be on that list until the rest of his life. Because he didn't even want to register, so that's something that was going to look bad on him. And then he went to jail for something else because people forget about other stuff. So listen, I'm going to open up these phone lines and allow you all to call in. It's really, really something. Listen, that's what this would have pretty much, I would think he would have had a better chance if he would have registered when he moved to California. I think he would have had a better chance if he would have went to California and he would have just went on and registered. That just my humble opinion. If he'd have went on to California when he moved there and just register, it wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be a problem. But I think when he did that, he just created more problems for himself. And also, he got a lawsuit with the victim and said he tried to pay the victim off for the victim to change the story.
Your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 29 seconds.
All right, 29 seconds, y'all. Y'all got it to call in. We're going to do the 646-716-8447, 646-716-8447, That is the number of it, 646-716-8447, 646-716-8447.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
All right, we are live. Okay. So he's definitely done that. And I read, let me see, do we have give me a second. Where are we at? Let me see if I can find it. Because Mr. Blacksman, I think that's the attorney that's representing the victim here, said that there are still goons contacting his client after they filed a lawsuit. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. We're gonna put the phone lines is open. So if you're calling in, make sure that you have me turned down in the back. So you're gonna hear it. So this is on the official Ken Barbie site. A low down dirty shame, he wrote. Attorney who represents Kenneth Petty, our victim, issued stern warning to him and Nicki Minaj over after one of their goons allegedly threatened his client's life. Leave her alone. As reported, Miss Hughes, Jennifer is suing Nicki and Kenneth for years of alleged harassment. According to TMZ, Jennifer, that Mrs. Petty and her husband have been directly and indirectly pressuring, bribing, and threatening her to not speak about the incident or recant her story altogether since 2018. Last spring, however, the alleged tension between the Pettys and Jennifer reportedly got even worse after Kenneth was arrested for failing to register as a S offender upon moving to California. Since the story broke, much of Minaj's lawyer fan base has been putting in unpaid overtime attempting to discredit the allegations. However, this, among other things, seemed to only be making the situation worse. Jennifer lawyer Tyrone Blackburn spoke exclusively with folks over at the Daily Beast, where he pointed out one of Minaj's minions who happened to grow up in the same neighborhood as Patty, named Barry, apparently took to his Instagram story and appeared to threaten Jennifer's life. Blackburn revealed Barry to be among the couple's associates who allegedly spent months last year trying to convince Jennifer to recant. Jennifer lawsuit states that he put her on the phone with the rapper in March and eventually offered her $20,000 in cash on the couple's behalf. In the video, Barry made a reference to the allegation, accused Jennifer of attempting to extort him for $500,000. He also repeatedly teased that his viewers will soon witness he called John Wayne TV. The video ended on an image in which two guns are visible and circled. The caption, quote, "Be safe out here, LOL. Take a look for yourself." So this is not looking good for Nicki. Not looking good for Nicki at all. So we're going to open up these phone lines. The number is 646-716-8447. Because I know the moderators, if they can post it, and I know they're posting it in the chat. All right, that's the number. 646-716-8447. 4767, call you on air. 4767. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you're live on air.
Y'all is delusional. If y'all think Nicki care about anything y'all talk about, y'all need to get a life.
Okay, you said we're delusional. Who is we? Oh, she just called in. She just wanted to call in and say that we delusional. Well, ma'am, you call into the show. Oh wow. She said, wait, y'all are delusional. Obviously, that lady cared because she called in. Oh wow. I was just like, okay, ma'am, why are you calling to a show that's clearly about mess? I'm just being real with you. Why are you calling to a show that's about mess? Uh 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 uh. I'm like, let's keep it real. We're talking about Nicki Minaj and the allegations of her, and then also her husband trying to remove from it. All right, 7461, calling you on air.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment and say, you know, when she got assaulted, she went to the school. She didn't wait 20 years later. She didn't wait 10 years later. She went directly to that school, and that school called the cops, and the cops did their thing. I'm pretty sure he was going to get a whole lot more years outside of that plea deal. So that's why he took it and took being a registered SO for all them years. If you felt this way, why didn't you do this every year that you went up there and did that mugshot? Why now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because he know he about to go down for not registering. Let's be clear. He didn't register in California. It's a possibility that he's going to go back to jail.
And then everybody keeps saying that Nicki, this ain't got nothing to do with Nicki. It might have not had nothing to do with Nicki if she didn't go running her mouth. She went up there on her radio show and made it seem like this woman was white and she was older, and we all know what that means, you know. So she put herself into it, so now she got to suffer with her husband. I'm sorry, your money is not going to be able to buy away a SO status. Point blank, period. I don't care who you are. You got tied to your brother being SO, and you said that the mother tried to extort you, but his semen is in her underwears and her clothes and everything else like that. And then you start running that story, and now all of a sudden she's a liar. Nobody knew who Jen was. Tasha K doxed her. That's how everybody found out her name and everything else like that. That woman was hidden.
Really? Hold on 1 second. So you're saying Tasha doxed the lady? That's what you're saying?
Tasha K is the one that gave out Jennifer's whole government name. And that's when everybody started going after her. And then that's when she went on that stupid show, even like her Queen radio show. If you ever look at that story when she was talking to that guy, Ginks or whatever his name is, she started to try to tell the story, talking about, oh, it's dope, y'all want to know the timeline. But then she figured out, oh, wait, let me shut up and change the subject, because that bus stop story, the same one Jen got, is the same story she's telling. There's no way that she was not of age when she got with that man the first time.
So
she was underage. And
so I'm trying to understand. I never heard that from Tasha, but this is news to me. So when did that happen?
Tasha K went on her show and was like, oh, I spoke to Nicki. They said that she didn't know who the victim wanted to be left alone, and she ain't want no parts of this and that and the other. And then when they found out they was getting along to who she was, and Tasha K put out her whole name. She probably took that video down by now, but Tasha K blew her up. That's how everybody found out her name.
Wow. So I'm assuming also people were saying that the Barbs dug her up. So you disagree with that? You're saying that Tasha did that?
No, the Barbs did dig her up, but it was Tasha K that put her on blast. The Barbs already was like, okay, we knew who she was and this, that, and the other. But, you know, Tasha K, the one that got to have that interview, got to be the one, click, click, click. She went in there and put that girl's information out there.
Wow. Because I was assuming that that Jennifer was on other platforms and stuff like this. So you're saying that happened before she even, that Tasha K posted her?
Exactly, because when she was doing the interview, Tasha K was like, "Oh, that's not her. That's another person." And then when they found out exactly that she was who she said she was, now all of a sudden, oh, that's her name, blankety blank. We all knew her as Sue. Her name was not Jen, Ho, or whatever out there. She put it out there.
Wow, I didn't know. That's news to me. I didn't know how they could even find out her name. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, she did. Everybody, well, most of the people that saw it, and then, like she always backtracking and taking her stuff down. And, like she said, she don't care if it's a lie as long as it gets her clicks and views. Jennifer was white, and Jennifer was the older white woman, and she ain't black. And I spoke to Nicki, and I know Nicki, and this and that and the other, and so forth like that. Just like everybody want to say that Tasha K didn't say, oh, Nicki got goons. She's saying goons after people. Well, guess what who came after Jen? Nicki's goons. She's always backtracking what she's saying, but she said that shit. Excuse my language. And that was it.
So you're putting all this blame. Wow. Okay. So the number is 646-716-8447. But I didn't remember her saying that. I do remember some bars bringing up this woman's name. I remember that. Wow. This is really something. So I don't know what is going on. We're talking about people that are just joining in. Kenneth Petty definitely is trying to sue the state of New York for not trying to get his name removed off the SO registry list. We also talked about Lizzo. We talked about BlovesLife's son. We also talked about OnlyFans as well. We also talked about Flyann. So if you're calling in, those are the subjects that we are discussing this evening. And I want to say special shout out to all of the moderators for coming in and showing us love. Okay. Also, too, I'm going to add my Twitch because we are streaming from Twitch because we're going to do some more content over there on Twitch. So I'm definitely going to give you, let me see, how can I share my Twitch account? All right, give me a second because we're live on Twitch. 6512, call you on air. 6512, you live on air.
6512?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So, Wiley, I wanted to just make a comment about the Kenneth Petty. And they're saying that this woman is going to be trying to sue Nicki too, right? So my thing is, this happened when he was 16 years old, right? And so if it happened when he was 16 years old, he already did his time. He was supposed to, everywhere he go, he's supposed to register as a sex offender. So he didn't do that. So my thing is, how are they going to be asking her any questions about him not registering as a sex offender where he moved at? She don't have nothing to do with that. I don't understand why this lady name keeps being brought up, like, she could sue Nicki Minaj for something Kenneth Petty did. And then they said, well, she sent some goons over there. You got proof of that? I don't think you got proof of that just because, it's somebody that Nicki Minaj, that guy could have been acting on his own. So I don't understand why people keep saying that, Nicki Minaj is going to get sued for this and Nicki Minaj is going to get sued for that. I don't get it, and from the beginning when they was on the Nosy Ho? Is that her name? Nosy Ho or something like that? They was on her show, and that's all they was talking about, getting her a GoFundMe and, raising money for her. And it just seemed like it was, financially, motivated to me. That's what I got out of it. They was trying to get her to, get a GoFundMe. Why don't you start a GoFundMe? Yeah, you need a GoFundMe and all that. And I was like, why? Why she need a GoFundMe? Even her cousin got up there, her family member got up there and said she was lying. I mean, like, why Nicki Minaj got to pay you? How are you going to sue Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj didn't call you and say, I'm going to pay you this money. You said some guy did it. How we know that he wasn't acting on his own? I mean, like, she do got, people do like her. What if he did it on his own? If it did happen, you can't blame her for everything.
No, but you're gonna get the reason why she's in the fire because she started to come after the victim. Where she said they were in a relationship and all of that, she started to make commentary on that. So it was her comments that really got her on there.
Okay, so what was the comments that was made that the girl was white?
That she was white and that they were in a relationship. That's what the comments.
Okay. So that's the reason why Nicki Minaj is getting sued.
And also, no, she getting sued because she said, according to the document said that she's getting sued because she tried to pressure the victim to recant her story. So, and she was going to pay her $20,000 if she did so.
Well, that came out of Nicki's mouth, right?
That's what they're alleging that what came out of Nicki now.
Okay, so they better have some good proof on that, Wiley. That's all I gotta say. They better have some good proof. You gotta have proof of that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna send you $10.
All right, thank you so very much for calling in, sis. Okay. All right, bye-bye. All right. Let's go. 7170, caller, you on air. Can you turn me down the back? 7170.
Hello. Oh, hi, Wiley. Good evening.
Hey, can you turn me down the back? Can you mute me in the back?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just would like to say about Nicki Minaj that everyone that is talking about something that happened in 1994, I think that they're not happy with their own selves or their own lives because it's contradiction going on when Lizzo's mean comments get removed, but then there's a YouTube up against Nicki Minaj, even talking about a little baby that doesn't even get removed. If that was Nicki Minaj and the Barbs, it would be a different story. With another rapper that's very big in fame, was someone saying across the whole world that they rob and drug men. That is something that should be criminalized, criminal to me. Not a 1994 case when he was 16, she was 15. Maybe people bored, maybe people unhappy, but this is too old and too young to act like it's recent to be in a heavy discussions about. And why she marry him? Okay, he's 15, something happened to all of us. But when someone says, oh, I raped men, I drug men, that's no conversation, or she gets past it.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Welcome, sir.
All right. All right. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna play Brother Polight because I think he's live. Let's see what he's talking about.
Body the rabbit. But every now and then, the black rabbit gets the gun. Doesn't happen often. But when it does, goddammit, it's gonna resonate throughout the land. It's gonna resonate throughout the land. I'm gonna take these shades off soon because people say, yo, he wouldn't show his eyes. Oh, let me say this too. This is for my good brothers and sisters that are walking with me. This program is not for the likes of whom want to dictate what I should say, what they want to hear. The trolls, the people who tune in to a show that they don't like, which I'll never get. I never go in my house, rush, 9 o'clock, let me get in the house, turn on this TV show that I hate, and then tell people how much I hate it and the characters in it. So this is not for you guys. This is for my brothers and sisters that are walking with me. This is my PSA out of respect to my good brothers and sisters that stand firm with me. Please, save your complaints, trolls, because you ain't going to never be satisfied anyway. I have nothing to say about the situation. And hold on, let me take this off. And I'm going to tell you why I have nothing to say about the situation. It's going to make perfect sense. For starters, I have a legal team, plural. I have several attorneys. And it's not incumbent for me to speak on my own behalf when I have people that render that service for me that specialize in this. I don't want to say anything that may be misconstrued or contorted that may work against me. I know many of my followers may not understand the significance of not making certain professions in the interim of a scenario or this type of climate. But what I am telling you is in my best interest to say nothing. We heard what other people got to say, thank goodness. We heard that. We seen it, right? And that's all that matters. My side don't matter. My side don't matter. We don't need to know my side. Let's just take someone's side and run with it. That's what we should do. Even if their side, I mean, shit, I ain't saying nothing. If y'all reading shit that sound like it makes sense, then it makes sense to you. I know I'm a black man in America. I know what it is. But also, there's another reason why I'm not going to say nothing. I want to build up the suspense, goddammit. I want more people to jump out the window. I want more YouTube videos and more news channels. I'm on news channels in several states. This is crazy. You know I love the attention, right? I want more. I want more attention. I have the patience to allow people to dig a very big hole for themselves. I'm sitting here, and I must say I'm truly blessed because the people that I identify as family, they're still all by my side. They was by my side, not knowing anything. What a blessing. I finally come to terms, and I'm finally at a point in my existence where I finally surrounded myself with people that are real. And much love and much praise to my good brothers and sisters that's posting pictures with me standing next to them while I'm alive. We stand next to you. People who, may I have your picture, Polight? I see the tags. I'm going to start retagging them. But the fact that you guys support and love and cherish me so much that you would repost videos and pictures and just to show like, yo, we stand by you. I'm like, wow, that's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So, I know the stigma of being a wealthy black man in America. I know how it goes. I know how this is supposed to turn out. We all do. We all know, right? We know how the story ends, right? I just feel like I'm a vessel. That's how I'm feeling. I just feel like I'm a vessel. Feel like I'm a conduit. Feel like I'm a medium. Everything's always in divine order. I feel like I'm being used to establish a new narrative or a certain observation. I will not be saying nothing about anything because I want to watch more people continuously embellish every day. People tend to know more than the courts know. Every day, people come out with more and more information. They're saying things that literally hasn't been said. They're swearing by things that have been said. And they just think, okay, case closed. We see it. I love it. The same old broke-ass people that always prey on people's demises and they only report anything negative about other people. That's a given. So you don't have to, you see what this person's saying? I don't even know most of the people that you're talking about, but I imagine and I understand that attention is a drug. So you're not used to getting tens of thousands of views for your video. And then when you speak about me, you start thinking people like you. You think they're interested in the things you're interested in. No, they're interested in me. They only went over there to hear about me. Imagine if you talked about you. Well, they wouldn't have to imagine. We can look at their history and tell whenever they talk about themselves, no views. Oh, yeah, and they're making money talking about me. They hate me, but they make money. But let's talk about the people that are celebrating. We've become some disgusting people. I've never seen such negative things said. I never heard such egregious allegations made. And people look happy sharing the news. No, when I watch the news and a reporter reports some horrible things, they speak with a tonation, an undertone that would suggest something horrible took place. But I look at my people and you would think they won the NBA championship. Aren't you a bit concerned for anybody in the situation? Why do you look so happy? People look like they freaking won the NBA championship. Keep that same energy. I want all the smoke. And these people are not going to say sorry when it's all said and done. They're just going to wait until they can hear something negative again. But I'm not going to say nothing. And I'm telling this to my brothers and sisters that's walking with me. You need to understand something about me. Everyone else can keep denying my genius, but many of you do know my genius. For my birthday, I'm like, yo, I know I didn't give them in a money text in a while because I'm waiting for a certain time of season when it comes to stocks. I got my own thing to where there's deterministic algorithms that we got to study. You know, we use the Fibonacci time zone. There's things that we're using, you know, and we're confluence traders. So I don't trade during a certain time of season unless the algorithm stipulates such. So I know people ain't see in the money text in a while, which we're back at it. And if you listen to what I told you about Dodge just recently, boom, your account looks lit today, correct? And if you listen to me about OCGN, I told you about OCGN the day before my birthday because I said, I'm going to make you guys money on my birthday. I could turn the switch on and off when I want. And so for August 9th, I gave you guys OCGN. And August 10th, I posted people making tens of thousands of dollars. I'll be back to posting receipts tomorrow. We're going to make money after all of this. Do you see my power? I literally turned it off and oh, my birthday's coming. Yo, I promised people. I said, yo, August 9th, I'm going to give y'all gifts for my birthday. August 10th, everybody's posting receipts how much money they made. I'm really that fucking powerful. I dropped out of school. That's just one of my many gifts. For the brothers and sisters that's walking with me, for the brothers and sisters that embrace me, I'm telling you all that love me, only y'all. I don't care about everybody else. Hey, he's avoiding this. Oh, he sounds, because nobody in their right mind would attempt to win over people in a scenario like this that has this gravity on social media. You sound stupid. You don't do that. You just don't. You just don't do it. When you hear from me, you'll hear from me. Trust me. Trust me. But for my brothers and sisters that's walking with me, I'm not saying nothing. I just want to watch everyone keep jumping out the window. I want to watch everyone keep making their videos, keep talking nasty about me, call me names. Keep going. Keep that energy. Keep it. Because in your mind, you really hear like, there's no way he got this or this. I know what you're thinking. Because when someone says the worst thing they could possibly say about somebody on planet Earth, it's like, why would they even say that? Everyone's totally oblivious now to it. Sometimes things may not be what you think it is. Now, all of a sudden, we're oblivious. We do all this research and all this history, but now we're oblivious. Fine. I won't give you a yay or a nay. But I will promise you this. You should get your popcorn ready. I will promise you this. As I come out my meditations and I see, damn, this shit is on the news. One truth already came out that I actually got a fucking hairline and it looks better than most people. So y'all can stop using that old Photoshop mugshot that people that hate me spend. And you know what? I never argued about it. But at least that truth came out. Oh, shit. Motherfucker dude got a good hairline. Yeah, just like to wear hats. So y'all can, that's one truth. So now we know they've been lying with the bullshit Photoshop photo of the so-called mugshot of mine. Now, at least we know that's a lie. Word up. At least we know they've been lying about that. Listen. They said I was broke. They said my children were actually really starving. They said my wives were struggling. They said I was evicted several times. They said I didn't know the celebs that I know. And I was just being a groupie and taking pictures and acting like I knew people. I never said anything. I never said yay or nay. My life is my demonstration. My existence, part of me, is my demonstration. And I demonstrated long enough where people came to terms. You never really have to speak for yourself when truth exists. You never really do. I'm gonna let you guys keep talking. There's plenty of rope to hang yourself. Keep talking. Keep talking. This is not a fake smile. I promise you this. I turned up last night. I'm posting those pictures and stuff. Tomorrow, I'm gonna let this marinate. Tomorrow, you can see beautiful women that went out with the blessings and the abundance from sisters. It's just like, man, just showing love, man. Oh my goodness. Blessings and abundance. Blessings and abundance. It's not false hope. I would have to be insane to considering the gravity of negative things being said and considering my skin complexion and my gender. I can't be a genius at one point and incredibly stupid at the other. I'm just not slow. And as much as people wish I was slow, as much as people wish I was stupid, unfortunately, it's just not true. I really am that brilliant. In fact, the world will bear witness to how brilliant I really am. And then you'll say, damn, that nigga was patient. Because I'm always applying patience. Because I'm older now. I'm more mature. It is. You know what it is. Y'all know what we came to do. Rolls Royce Diaries. You know what we doing. This is what people be upset about. It's the Rolls Royce Diaries, man. Come on, man. Rolls Royce Diaries. Talk to me nice. Know what we came here to do? Let's not play around. Rolls Royce Diaries. So we're going to be getting back to making this money. We're going to go back to our regularly scheduled program. But like I said, it's only right that my people understand my approach. Again, I have legal counsel. It wouldn't be wise to circumvent or undermine any of their efforts in an endeavor to so-called clear my name before public opinion, the court of public opinion. Wouldn't make sense to do that. So what I'm expressing to you guys is, just get some popcorn. Get your popcorn ready. That's what I'm saying. Get your popcorn ready. That's what I want you guys to do. Because I'm out there incredibly stupid. I'm a genius. But one thing I got patience. Because when you know your destiny and you know your fate, can't nobody control you. Own your divinity so reality may buy into it. You know my words. Own your divinity in order that reality may buy into it. Keep posting your videos. Keep saying all those negative things. Keep embellishing. Keep swearing by statements. Keep ignoring the rest of the information. I hear all the crazy stuff. Yo, fam, did you read the whole thing? Nothing sounds stupid? Yo, keep reading. Keep on hating me and using this as an excuse to push an agenda that you don't even know you're part of. Keep on. Keep on. I love it. I'm really, listen. I'm not saying nothing. And I mean, I actually want more news media to get involved. I actually want you people that's against me, do me a favor. Post it every day on your page, please. Tell us all about the situation. Tell us as much as you can. Add more lives. Just do what you got to do. Please do it. I'm begging you. I got the patience. Please. Please. Please do it. Please. Because one thing's for sure. I could have came on this live and be like, yo, I just want everybody to know. And you chose to be like, I can tell he's lying anyway. Oh, please. Right? Someone else can say any damn thing. Okay. Oh, it's impossible for me to be right about anything, right? It's impossible, right? We're going to see. We're going to see. Keep that same energy, people. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. That's all I'm asking you. Please keep that energy. Because, oh, yeah. I know. There's another thing that's going to come. Oh, this is false hope. Yo, you would have to be crazy. Do you understand what people are saying? Do you understand what has been said? To sit here in an endeavor to gas you all up, knowing an inevitable demise is coming, would be fucking stupid. But you know what? People are fucking stupid. I just feel like when I see now this thing spread like wildfire, damn, I might be getting used to do something great. You know what I'm saying? This is so fucking incredible, man. Y'all even understand. You know what? Let me explain something to people because they really don't understand my energy. So people be thinking my energy has to be fake because why would I be looking excited or smiling? Or I actually am turning up tonight. Did tomorrow. I'm doing throughout the week. But I'm doing classes this week and I'm going back to work to make my people money because that's what I do. But this is what I really want to talk to you about. This is some real stuff. I've accomplished everything I ever wanted to accomplish in this existence in the last 3 years. Every goal that I ever had. Just imagine this. Imagine. You know how much people leave this existence and when they expire, they came nowhere remotely close to the many things they always wanted. I want you guys to really take time out and think about this. Imagine that you're 38 years old and you can honestly say from age 35 to 38, you've managed to accomplish everything you ever conceived of doing or having. The things I wanted for my children. My daughter's about to be a millionaire in another, it's like 2-3 months. She has over $90,000 from what I taught her to do on her phone. Between playing video games to make money and playing with stocks. After teaching her from paper trading, the same things I teach the adults.
So he's talking about that. So, of course, we're going to go on to our phone lines with that. So he said what he had to say. We're going to go on to the phone lines for those people that are calling in. The number is 646-716-8447, 646-716-8447. So if you're calling in, make sure you have me turned down in the back so we can bring you on. Okay, 4054, you live on air.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who was that speaking? Because I was calling to talk about Kenneth Petty.
Oh, you can talk about Kenneth Petty. Go ahead.
Okay, first and foremost, sorry, that was my speaker turning off in the background. I just wanted to say that when people, I don't understand people. The woman earlier who got on here and brought up the Cardi B situation. First of all, I'm not a Bob nor am I whatever you call Cardi supporter. Why does it make sense to have to bring up something that Cardi has said, though, to deflect from the situation that's happening with Kenneth Petty? And that's not me saying, well, we should not consider the things Cardi B has said and done, because subjectively, she deserves the same amount of criticism and attention for whatever things that she may have said or done. But that's not what we're talking about. And it's crazy because the same people who call in and say things like, well, when it's this person, y'all let them get away with this, and when it's that person, you let them get away with that. If this situation was happening with Cardi B, I kid you not, nobody would be on the side of the fence the way that people are toward Nicki. And I don't understand how people act like she's excluded from the idea of harassing somebody. And that's not me saying that I think she did or I think she didn't. What I think doesn't matter. I'm honestly sitting and waiting for everything to finish playing out. But with that being said, I don't understand why people move with this ideology that Nicki is excluded from potentially harassing somebody for the sake of protecting her husband. Even if it's a situation where, let's say, he did not do it, but for whatever reason, legally, he cannot separate himself from that label. So now she's going to defend her husband and do whatever, and this is just me hypothetically speaking, do whatever it takes to protect him. She's already with him and he has this on his head. I mean, at that point, it's really not much further you can fall. So I yield my time. Like I said, whether I agree or disagree doesn't really matter. It's very interesting, and just seeing how people are so hypocritical and everybody's looking to agree or disagree versus understand. I yield my time. Thanks, Wiley. I enjoy your show. Have a great night.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. All right, 6192. Calling on air.
Hi, Wiley. I wanted to make a comment about the Cardi B thing. I think she should. I know you're not talking about that necessarily, but I think Cardi B should be canceled. If we going by everything that everybody's doing, you know, the Kenneth Petty situation, the baby, why are we not canceling Cardi? She talking about drugging and raping guys. She talked about the transgender. She was going to stick the guy, you know, trick the guy with a transgender. I mean, like, all the stuff she's saying. And I don't like how she always referring to us as bitches. Excuse me. She always calling us the B word. You know, y'all B's, y'all. I mean, like, I think, you know, I'm here to talk about Cardi B. I'm here to say that I think she should be canceled.
Okay, but we ain't talking about Cardi B today. We talk about the subject.
Petty situation.
Yeah, talk about Kenneth Petty.
The Kenny Petty. But wasn't you talking about Cardi B too, though?
Well, you talk about that.
You
can talk about Kenneth Petty. Go ahead.
Okay, so the Kenneth Petty situation. Now, I do believe that he did molest the girl, you know, or rape, ard her. I do believe that he ard her. I believe that Nicki Minaj, since she married, I don't even think they married. If you really want to know the truth, I don't even really think they're married. But what I do say about that is, I think she did, you know, probably, you know, say to the fellas, hey, we got to do something about that, you know, and somebody probably went and called her up and said, yeah, we'll give you $20,000. I don't think it was enough money. I truly think if it was like in the millions, we wouldn't be having this conversation. That's all I gotta say.
All right, thank you so
much. And
much.
we should have canceled Cardi B. Cardi B.
All right, thank you so much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. 0400. You live on air.
Hi, how are you, Willie?
I'm doing all right.
I want to speak on both of these topics. As far as Nicki Minaj, at the end of the day, I pray for her because when Nicki got with this dude, Nicki was looking for security because there was a lot going on in the industry and there was a lot of men coming at her, and she was looking for a safety net. As far as the paying this woman, I feel like he's wrong for even allowing her to do so. He should have just fell back and dealt with his shit, excuse my mouth. As far as this Mr. Polight guy, with all this him going on and on and on and on, and what's going to happen to people. People are going off public record. The news cannot be sued about what is in public record. So he's feeding people a bunch of bullshit about what he's going to do in the end and all of this nonsense. And furthermore, I say this everywhere I call. I don't want to say who I am, you probably know. But let's continue to keep in mind that one day this young lady is going to be strolling and people are beating up her mother. And that's probably all she has. And it's not fair. That's all I want to say. Have a blessed night.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you to everybody that called in into this episode. We will have the timestamp set up for people that do want to get certain favors or certain type of challenges that on here. This is a topic. We talked about it on this show. Brother Polight went on his Instagram and he said what he said and not talking around in circles, in my humble opinion. So we want to thank everybody for calling in. Y'all, we did 2 episodes today. Then we're going to go live tomorrow. So we're going to get into some things on tomorrow. And that number, of course, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all over there. Thank you so very much for coming through. Special shout out to the moderators for their support. Shout out to the producers. If you're not subscribed, come on, hit that subscribe button. It's free. All right. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button. It is free. Okay. We only allow the subscribers to comment in the chat. Okay. That's what we do. We only allow the subscribers to, comment in the chat. So, so yeah, so I'm just reading y'all comments. So if you're not a subscriber, you won't be able to comment. All right, thank you all, and we will see y'all in the next video. Peace. If you want to follow me, Twitter, Instagram at Wiley Show. Our cash app is $Marquise Wiley 28. We want to thank you all for your contributions, and thank you for your support. Okay, we're done. And if you get done with this, when you're done with this live, make sure you leave us a comment and tell us how we did. Leave us a comment in the next live when this video is over with. I will see you on the next live. Peace.